Hello students, today we are going to start lesson number 10, Computer Security. In that we are going to see damage to computer hardware and software data loss, computer fraud and theft, and invasion of privacy are some of the common dangers we face while using computers. Computer security refers to the protection of computer-based hardware and software resources against unauthorized use or natural disaster. We secure our computer to prevent theft of hardware, interruption of service, piracy of information, damage to hardware or information, unauthorized modification of information, illegal confining of information or resources. Now we are going to see authentication and its types. One of the ways to prevent damage or misuse of data, software or hardware of a computer to restrict unauthorized access to it. How is this done? Let's look at everyday analogy. Shreya's mother wants to go to a local grocery. Can she leave the door open when she goes out? What if somebody enters and robs the house? To prevent such a situation, she locks it to restrict the entry of an outsider. The door can now be opened only by the family members who have the duplicate key to the house. We can use the same system to secure a computer and its data. In this case, the security can be ensured in the form of a type in Word, a fingerprint or a voice print. This will work as the user's identity for the computer. The process of verifying a user's identity and his right to access a system is known as authentication, password protection, biometric authentication, and encryption are the common ways of authentication. Now we are going to see password protection. Password protection is the most common method of authentication in computers. In this method, all authentic users of a system are given usernames and passwords. A password is usually a series of alphanumeric characters. This enables the user to use. This is known as combination of username and password as a key to get the access to a system. This enables the users to use their unique combination of username and password as a key to get the access to a system. This is known as logging in. Once they have finished their work, they can exit the system by logging out. Password protection is used as an authentication mechanism to gain access to personal computers, electronic mailboxes, online banking services, and a wide variety of other systems. Now, we are going to see some points should be kept in our mind while creating a password. Do not use personal information like your last name or date of birth as a part of your password. This can be easily guessed. Create a password by mixing different characters types to make it difficult to guess. Avoid using a password with repetitive letters or numbers. Try using a unique phrase as your password. Always set up your password recovery option which can be helped in case you forget the password. For additional security, it is advisable to change the password from time to time. The disadvantages of password protected system is that it gives access to anybody who can provide the password without being able to verify the source of the password. Hence, if someone else gets to know your password, he can log in to the system. This is similar to the situation that if you lost your house key. Anyone who finds it and knows your address can get into your house. Now, we are going to see biometric authentication. Biometric authentication refers to the process of identifying individuals by using their psychological and behavioral characteristics in more advanced and critical system. Unique biometric attributes are used as keys. Since they are unique and can't be stolen, this authentication mechanism provides greater security. Of these, the more common authentication mechanisms are listed below. Fingerprint recognition. Here, a user's fingerprint is used to identify and authenticate. A fingerprint sensor is used to create a digital image of the fingerprint. This image is compared to the stored image of a verified fingerprint, and if it matches with it, access is granted. We are going to see voice recognition. Here, a user's voice can be used to identify and authenticate him. Just like fingerprints, a user's voice can also be captured. It has its unique features in its frequency, modulation, etc. These features can be used to authenticate the user when he wants to access the system. Now, face recognition. The analysis of facial features is done by scanning a person's face. It helps to authenticate an individual's identity. Now, iris recognition. The structure of the iris is very distinctive. Iris identification is done by scanning the iris of the eye. Iris recognition is one of the best ways of authentication in high risk situations. Biometric authentication can also be done using hand geometry recognition, the shape of a person's hand, retina scan, identifying the pattern of blood vessels on the backside of the eyeball, signature dynamics, identifying a person's signature, and many others. Now we are going to see encryption. Encryption is the process of converting data and information into a form that is not readable by anyone. It is the most effective way to achieve data security. In the above example, decryption is the process of converting encrypted data back into readable form. Encryption is a common technique used to protect data from misuse. Data can be encrypted when they are stored or when being transferred over network from one computer to another. One area where encryption is widely used is internet banking. In internet banking, sensitive information like password, information about bank balance, instructions for transfer of funds, etc. are sent across the internet, making it vulnerable to the possibility that somebody might tap it. The data are encrypted as the point of origin and decrypted only at the destination computer. So even if someone gets access to them, he will not be able to decipher them. Now we are going to see removing malware. Malicious software, also known as malware, possess the biggest computer security threat today. Trojans and worms are some types of malware. These are the programs that harm your computer, software and data. The most effective way to combat malware is to use antivirus software. Antivirus can detect malware and can take one or more of these things. Remove the detected malware from the computer. Separate all affected files and applications so that the infection can't spread further. Attempt to repair infected files. Inform the user of the presence of the malware and the action that has been taken. Some well-known antivirus programs are Norton, AVG, NCFE, Symantec, SmartDog, Avast and Kaspersky. Now we are going to see Firewall. Firewall is a special security program that acts like a gatekeeper and prevents unauthorized access a computer network system. A firewall inspects every data packet that arrives of a network and decides on the basis of a set of predefined rules whether to let it pass or not. Now we are going to see data backup. Important data can be lost due to several factors: hardware failure, human error, sabotage or malicious software. One way to lessen this risk is to take regular backup of critical data. Taking a backup refers to the process of making one or more copies of important data to fall back on in the event of the loss of the original data. A personal computer user can take a backup by simply copying important files onto an external storage device like a CD, floppy disk or pen drive. Bigger systems need more elaborate backup strategies. Today we have seen computer security. Which type of computer security we can keep that? Biometric authentication, iris authentication, voice recognition, face recognition, encryption. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.